Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you, thank you. Governor Wolf, First Lady Wolf, distinguished guests, and members of the public. I'm Joe Lee, Acting Secretary of the Department of General Services, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to the 2022 Capitol Tree Lighting Ceremony, a tradition that was put on brief hiatus due to the pandemic, and one we are so excited to bring back for Pennsylvanians everywhere. The first Capitol tree graced the rotunda in 1939, and for the last 40 years, the men and women of DGS have decked the halls of the Capitol in ordering, moving, installing this tree, and many other trees throughout the Capitol complex. I am proud to represent the incredibly resourceful and skilled DGS team of welders, carpenters, maintenance staff, and media and special events staff whose hard efforts make today possible. From the custom-built white fencing you see here to the star at the very top of the tree. We are so fortunate and appreciative of this team and everyone else involved in making today a reality. Thank you so much. When I first started this job 5 months ago, my predecessor somewhat jokingly told me of all the things he had to do as DGS Secretary, hosting this tree lighting ceremony probably caused him the most anxiety. And now it would be part of my responsibilities. And I have to say I chuckled a bit. You see, growing up with Korean immigrant parents, sometimes my brother and I had the gutsy job of teaching our parents, who are in the audience today, about new American customs and traditions we learned in school. Mom and Dad, we have to dress like superheroes in October and collect candy from strangers. Mom and Dad, a groundhog in Pennsylvania gets to tell the whole country how much more winter we will have each year. And no doubt, when we learned about Christmas trees from our classmates, we raced home to beg our parents for a Christmas tree of our very own. In the end, they did give in to our demand, and that's why they're here today. And one magical December morning, my brother and I found a small tree in a living room, and our family cheerfully incorporated this new tradition into our lives. Now, you might see where I'm going with this. The irony is not lost on me that some 30 years later, I am asked to host the lighting of one of the most beautiful and biggest Christmas trees in the entire Commonwealth with my parents in attendance. Folks, we have a great program for you all today, but before we begin, please allow me to introduce some key people. Of course, we are joined by Governor Tom Wolf, and with him, the amazing First Lady, Frances Wolf. This is truly a bittersweet moment for us, as this will be the very last Christmas tree lighting for the Governor and First Lady in their capacity under this administration. Governor, we are so excited we could bring back this tradition for your final year in office. I'd also like to welcome a few other guests, the Right Reverend Audrey Scanlon, Bishop of the Episcopal Diocese of Central Pennsylvania. Thank you for leading our invocation and benediction today. We also have with us a very special group of students from Pre-K for PA. These children, along with many others from around the Commonwealth, provided many of the decorations you see on this tree. Thank you to all involved. The tree also adorns ornaments from our many senior centers across the Commonwealth. Secretary Torres, thank you and your team's work at the Department of Aging in supporting this effort. And finally, providing us with our musical selections is the Central Dauphin High School Chorus, directed by John Mattis. At this time, I ask that everyone who is seated to please rise if you are able, while the Pennsylvania Capitol Police Ceremonial Unit posts the colors.
Right. Face. Quote. Colors. Two. Dress. Two. Present. Pumped. Two. Left. Face. Forward. March.
Thank you. And now for invocation, Bishop Audrey Scanlon.
Governor Wolf, First Lady Wolf, esteemed guests here present today, I am honored to represent the faith traditions and faith communities of our Commonwealth, and also recognize that there are those among us who are without a particular tradition on this day, and yet we recognize that we all hold in our hearts a desire and prayer and hope for peace. And so here is a prayer poem for this tree and for us. We pause on this day, busy people in a busy world, to mark this time, this space, this season as good and holy. We gather around this mighty tree that proclaims hope in the shape of an evergreen. It does not lose its color or its strength or its leaves. An evergreen tells us that even when we are weary, when the world beleaguered with the business of its imperfection weighs on us, that there is still life and breath and hope. Long before this tree knew that it would be here, dressed in its party clothes of ribbon and glass and tinsel, it stood in a forest, its prickly trunk a strong core for graceful boughs, intricately woven cones carrying the promise of seed, and verdant arms reaching up to the heavens. The trees of the forest are sentries. They watch parades of squirrels and rabbits, the elegant quiet stepping of deer, the lumbering of the black bear gathering food for its winter sleep. I wonder what else this tree, our tree, has seen. And I wonder what it will see as it stands here now, offering its quiet hospitality to all who visit. I pray that it will inspire those who come to its side to be a little more gentle, a little more gracious. As we illumine this tree, may the light and the cheer it brings be a sign of the joy and the hope that fills our hearts. Amen.
Thank you, Bishop Scanlon. In keeping with our holiday traditions, we have two trees that grace the main rotunda and the Capitol steps. They are both Pennsylvania-grown, 20 feet high Douglas firs, and they come from the Crystal Spring Tree Farm in Lehighton, Carbon County. In addition, there are 8 smaller trees placed throughout the Capitol complex. And now, it's my absolute honor to introduce our next speaker, who will share his thoughts on the holiday season with us and lead the countdown for the lighting of the Christmas tree. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a very warm welcome to Governor Tom Wolf.
Thank you, Secretary, and please be seated, please, except for you. You gotta stand up. So, Merry Christmas. So, I want to do what Secretary Lee did, and that is extend my gratitude and thanks to the Department of General Services. It's because of your hard work that this beautiful tree is here today and every day through the holiday season for Pennsylvanians to enjoy. So, to the Department of General Services, Secretary, thank you very much. And I also want to thank Bishop Audrey Scanlon for that wonderful invocation. We were upstairs talking about this, and as she pointed out, we all come from different religious traditions, and that is a great thing. That's one of the things that makes Pennsylvania so great, our diversity. But we're all united by the spirit of this season, which is that we all exhibit things, signs, and behaviors that sometimes we let lapse in other times of the year. And we recognize that we actually are all in this together. And although we worship in different ways, we are trying to achieve the same thing, and that is a just and peaceful world. So thank you for that invocation. Thank you for reminding us of that. And thank you in advance to the Central Dauphin High School chorus. What do you call yourself, a chorus or a choir? Choir. I should have known that. But thank you for being here, and we're going to hear from them in just a minute. So this is a great time of the year, and it's great to have you kids here. It's a time for families. It's a time for all of us to recognize the wonders and amazing things in this world, but it's an especially wonderful time for being, if you're a child. Now, I was a child. Look at the look of shock and awe on those faces of people. Yes, it was a long, long time ago, but it is a magical time for everybody, but especially for children. But I'm always struck during the holiday season by the compassion and strength of Pennsylvania. I grew up here. I am a strong Pennsylvanian, and one of the things that I love about this Commonwealth is that we know compassion. We know how to live together. We're going to celebrate many different holidays again over the next several months, from Hanukkah to Christmas to Kwanzaa, Lunar New Year, more. But we all have special traditions that are meaningful to us and our families at this time of year. They're really important. The one thing that unites all of us during the special season, during the darkest time of the year, we come together to embrace family, to embrace community, to embrace the whole idea of generosity. All of our traditions involve giving gifts. This is a time when Pennsylvanians reach out to support those who are around us. We give thanks for all that we have, that we've been given. We spread love. It's a time to spread love and joy and holiday cheer wherever we go. In just a few moments, we're going to light this magnificent tree. Joe, it is going to light, right? The lights are going to go. Yes, sir. But that's going to serve us as a reminder that even when times are dark, even when we feel alone, even when things are hard, times are tough, hope, community, and friendship survive. This year's tree, as the Secretary said, is a 20-foot Douglas fir. Now, I used to be in the lumber business, so that's really important. This is a Douglas fir. Keep that in mind. From Crystal Spring Tree Farm in Lehighton, which is in Carbon County, Pennsylvania. Adorning the tree are more than 700 handcrafted ornaments from pre-K children and members of senior action centers throughout Pennsylvania. Each year, this ceremony reminds me of the common bonds we share across humanity. During this holiday season, therefore, let us celebrate and strengthen those bonds by reaching out to others in need, by sharing, how are you? By sharing what we have with others, and by extending our kindness beyond our friends and families to strangers and acquaintances who we know to be different from us. No matter which holiday you celebrate, I wish every Pennsylvanian a very, very happy holiday season. So I know that's not why you're here, to hear me go on like this. What you've been waiting for in the big moment of turning these lights on. So everyone get your cameras ready, and let's light up this tree. Okay, Francis, come on over here. Are you going to do the countdown? I will, yep.
All right, is everyone ready? So I'll count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So much. In closing, I'd like to thank several people essential to our beautiful tree lighting event, representatives from Pennsylvania Senior Community Centers, the Department of Aging Secretary Robert Torres, the children from Pre-K for PA, our dedicated DGS employees, the Pennsylvania Capitol Police Ceremonial Unit, the Central Dauphin High School Choir, Commonwealth Media Services, Governor Wolf, First Lady Wolf, and each of you in this audience with us who have taken time out of your day to share this special event with us. And I'm sorry, Bishop Scanlon. The beautiful rotunda tree will be lit from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. The Capitol Steps tree will be lit daily from 5 p.m. to midnight. All of our trees will shine through January 6th, 2023. I'll now ask everyone who is seated to stand if you are able to for the retiring of the colors.
Five, face. Retire. Colors. 2. Left. Face. Forward. March.
And now to deliver our benediction, Bishop Scanlon.
One of the pre-K kids just said, "She's going to talk again?" This one's short. Carry with you from this place the hope of the season. Carry with you the joy of a child, the wisdom of the ages, and an optimism that will change the world. Expect nothing less, for this is the season of magic, of wonder, and of love. Grant grace to those who need it, peace to those who are discomfited, and kindness to those who need some softness. Share a laugh with those who are too weighed down with their own serious selves. Give to those who are chilled a coat, to the hungry some bread, and to the thirsty a cup. In these simple gestures, the blessing of life will return to you. Our world will be strengthened, all shored up, and we will be made whole through the power of the loving Almighty working in and through us. In the wonder of this season, there is hope for the healing of the nations. The heavens above are watching us as we share this peace. Blessings to you now and always.
Thank you, Bishop Scanlon. All right, everyone is invited to join the Central Dauphin High School Choir for some Christmas caroling. Carol lyrics are located in your program. And also, very, very importantly, for those who are interested, Santa Claus is in the house and will be available for pictures as well. Thank you all so much for helping bring joy and happiness to the Capitol. We wish you all a safe and joyous holiday season in the weeks to come. Thank you so much.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lame, misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifted bank and we got outside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is white, go it while you're young. Take the girls tonight and sing this sleighing song. Just get a bobtail nag, 240 for his speed. Then hitch him to an open sleigh and crack, you'll take the lead. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. The tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Fantastic. I would love to meet you. Oh, that's where I know him from. That's where I know him from. And then, oh no, I'm sad. I really want to meet him. Yeah, but he's not. I'm sure he's very busy right now. I was kind of hoping. That's okay. That's wonderful. I'm able to make this right here. We appreciate you having us. Thank you for your service the last 8 years. It's been a long time, right? Yeah. Well, of course. Right here. Right here. Yes, absolutely.
I'm recording now. Should we be recording? In camera?
This is a time to test and keep that in mind for the Crystal Spring Tree Farm in the Heights, which is in Parker County, Pennsylvania. Adorning the tree are more than 700 handcrafted ornaments from pre-K.
We will be made whole through the power of the loving Almighty, working in and through us. In the wonder of this season.
For those who are interested, Santa Claus is in the house and will be available for pictures as well. Thank you all so much for helping bring joy and happiness.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lame, misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifted bank and we got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is white, go it while you're young. Take the girls tonight and sing this sleighing song. Just get a bobtail nag, 240 for his speed. Then hitch him to an open sleigh and crack, he'll take the lead. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.